Number 15, Burger King foot lettuce. The last thing you'd want in your Burger King burger is someone.
John Quincy Adams. He had high credit but low taxes. He was also a Chad in the 1839. There was this Supreme Court brief where a slave ship set sail from Cuba to America. During the long trip, Quincy led the slaves in an unprecedented uprising. Then the prisoners were held in Connecticut. Well, they were held prisoner in Connecticut. But, JQ, which I'll be calling John Quincy Adams. JQA, no, JA, no, JQ, I like that. JQ Adams sounds okay, but I like JQ better. He tried to help out the slaves, and he got them to be free, and that's really Chad of him. He actually lost the popular vote in the election, but thanks to Congress, they let him become president, because although Jackson won the popular vote, he didn't get the majority since he got, I don't know. I'll show the election results on the screen. So that was pretty Chad of JQ, I guess. Calvin Coolidge. He fought for small government, like small taxes and pretty much no tariffs. He famously met a reporter at a restaurant, and the reporter said, "I bet I can get you to say more than 2 words." And Silent Cal said, "You lose." That was Chad of him. Also, Silent Cal was a nickname because he was silent. In fact, I think Silent Cal is that story I just told you. That's where Silent Cal originated from. So that's cool. James K Polk. He commanded the fighting in the Mexican-American War, where America won Texas and California and the territory on screen. He also split British Columbia, thus gaining Washington, Oregon, and Idaho, even though we could have just left Idaho. Anyway, he ran for 1 term, and he didn't even run for re-election, and that's not because he was dead, like an old pal JFK, who we'll be getting to shortly. It was because he fulfilled all his campaign promises, so that's cool. He talked about the military industrial, you know what I'm trying to say, complex, the military industrial complex, that sounds about right, and he wanted something like Obamacare, and back then, it was Obamacare minus all the corporate stuff, so that's really cool. He's gonna fight for that. He started and almost finished the Space Race 2, plus, also Camp David was named after his grandkid, so he named Camp David after his grandkid. That's cool. He also had very high taxes at 96% for people making over $400,000, and back then that was super rich, so that was cool. James Madison. He fought for the Bill of Rights, and I think him and Jefferson will especially fought for the First Amendment, but he was unprepared for the War of 1812 to the point where the British burnt down the White House. And that was bad. Okay. I think he did okay for the war, though, besides that one, major time the British burnt the White House and looted it. Also, Dolly Madison was a first lady. Maybe I should make a ranking first ladies video. That could be interesting. I don't know. Probably won't get as many views, but I still think it'll be fun. Anyway, she did that. She saved the George Washington painting when the British burnt down the White House, so that's cool also. Jefferson. Wait, I just realized Jefferson's 1 tier up James Madison. Wow. The Louisiana Purchase, I feel like anybody would have done that, so I feel like he was kind of overrated for that, but I have some other reasons. I don't know. So, it's just basically, I think it's less that he bought it and more how he bought it, because he had to get through a lot of loopholes. Some people said it was unconstitutional, and that's dumb, because, you're literally doubling the size of America for, $100 million in today's money. Who wouldn't do that? Let's see what else he did on my script. Also, he fought a war against the Barbary Pirates, which consist of modern day northern Algeria, northern Libya, and all of Tunisia. Jimmy Carter. He created the Department of Energy and Education, which I know libertarians hate those, but I don't know. They really hate government for some reason. Anyway, he got most of the people kept from the hostage crisis, the Iranian hostage crisis, where Iran's dictator was overthrown, and then they took a bunch of people hostage, like hundreds, and Jimmy Carter got most of them safely back home. He fought for the Equal Rights Amendment, which is where you can't discriminate people from, gender or race, and I think sexual, oh god, I can't spell. How can I not pronounce sexual? Okay, sexual orientation. So he was pretty good for LGBT rights for the time, I think. He wasn't as good as Bernie Sanders, but still pretty good. He fought for single-payer healthcare, and he kept Israel and Palestine peaceful together, which is pretty hard, I think. He created national parks and fought trust funds like John D. Rockefeller. He was the president with the biggest penis, so I guess that's cool. I don't know. Lyndon B Johnson. Although LBJ sounds like a Spanish porn star name, he was a great president. He fought for Medicare, Medicaid, the Civil Rights Bill, and although Vietnam could have probably be handled better, I still think he did a good job handling Vietnam for the most part, kind of, I guess. Anyway, next president. He could have been a dictator, but everybody sent for Washington, so he said no, and that's cool. He also had an early version of the Monroe Document, which is basically, hey, Eastern Hemisphere, if you don't mess with the Western Hemisphere, we won't mess with you. Sound good? And that's really cool. Y'all, man, it's time for the top 5, y'all. Harry Truman, I do think he had a nuke Japan, and also, I like how he cucked Stalin in the Berlin airlift by the flying planes into West Berlin. Well, that was very chatty of him. Good job, Truman. Franklin Delano Roosevelt. So he's my grandma's favorite, I believe. So that's cool. He's my 4th favorite, and I'll get to why he's a little bit low in a minute. He helped out with World War II. He also had Social Security and other socialist programs, which helped get us out of the Great Depression with his socialist programs. I know some conservatives are probably really offended right now. He campaigned for single-payer health care, but that failed. But hey, it was good for the time. He would be my favorite president if it wasn't for those internment camps and redlining. But you gotta remember different time periods, I guess. So John F. Kennedy. Number 1, he was the biggest Chad in office. There's no disputing that. I know Teddy Roosevelt might have taken a bullet better than John F. Kennedy, but still, he's a big Chad, you guys. JFK had a big headache at the end of this presidency, so much so that he died, you guys. But he was still pretty cool. He pushed for Medicare and Medicaid. Actually, yeah. And in my opinion, he would have got those passed if it wasn't for that dang bullet that hit his head and that big headache. He also wanted universal health care. Also, Medicare is basically where people after 65 don't go to hell, and that's really cool. And Medicaid is like that, but for poor people. He also admitted that he made an oopsie in the Bay of Pigs, where America invaded Cuba. He also helped and finished the space race. Ooh, cool. Abraham Lincoln. He freed the slaves and kept the Union together with his chattiness. Some say the North started the war, but that's not true since it was the South that attacked at Fort Sumter. The Ku Klux Klans don't like him, but we do. Hey, Camrad, who's number 1? Well, it's none other than all hail Joe Biden. Bum, bum, bum.